Welcome to Truly Rotten Potatoes. All the boys are back in town. I'm here with my friends Morgan and Hayden.
G'day, Cobber.
Morgan.
And Mitch Gosling.
Thirsty for friendship.
Morgan.
Holy hell. Good hell.
And we're in the studio. And we haven't been in the studio together for a long time. So let's talk. Let's catch up. Hayden, you've missed some really good movies. Well, you missed one really good movie.
Well, yeah, it was sick.
And I didn't listen to the episode that you guys recorded about it either, so I know nothing about it.
But did you see our viral TikTok video about the episode?
Let's just say I saw it.
Wow.
Go on. Say that.
What was it called? New York, London Boys?
Fields.
New York Minute.
London Fields.
London Fields, and it got me where it feels. I give this movie a 9.6 out of 10, I think.
Yeah, I gave it a 9.9.
You did give it a high one. You gave it a high one.
What year was it from?
2018 is when it came out, but they made it maybe 3 years earlier.
Yeah.
And it was our highest rated movie of the list so far. So if you haven't heard our London Fields episode, go back through the archives, one episode behind this one, and listen to it. And I'm talking to you, Hayden.
Well, I would say to the audience not to do that because I'm not in it. So what are you tuning in
Actually,
for?
dude, you will love this movie.
Yeah.
It's so
You should
fucking
check it
good.
out if you can.
I'm not going to watch it without some reason to watch it.
If you've
Like
got
enjoyment
the time.
or something. I ain't got no time.
We should just do like an end of, when we end the podcast, do like a final retrospective where we get like, I don't know, 30 screens going and just get them all going at once.
Yeah. Put them all up.
Get a wall.
All right, I'm in on that.
Speaking of ending the podcast, we're getting close to the end. I think there's maybe 6 or 7 left.
That's pretty
On
good.
the list, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been doing this for a couple of years now.
When did we start this shit?
End of 2019.
Yeah, right at the end of 2019.
Wow.
So things have been happening in
Yeah.
terms of the podcast. We've been slowly getting through this list. We've got much more sporadically about how we're getting episodes done, and we're not doing one right now. We're just talking some shit. We're just catching up. But we could finish this if we watched all the movies in a few weeks if we really wanted to.
Yeah, yeah.
We could.
Always trying to convince us to finish this podcast, but I like to just not. I'd like to just not watch the movies and not finish the podcast. But
You've always been a 95% complete kind of guy and then
Yeah.
abandon.
That's done. That's done. I liked that the movie was made in 2015 and came out in 2018. Those kind of movies always intrigue me. Clifford was another one. Clifford's a movie.
Is that true?
Hayden really likes Clifford.
Yeah, it's a great movie. We're not talking about the big dog. We're talking about Martin Short plays a young child who's a total brat.
But it was all written and produced and filmed around 1991. And then it came out in 1994. But there's a sequence at the beginning and at the end where he plays an old man who's giving advice to some children at an orphanage. That was all filmed in 1994. So they sort of stitched together this last bit to make the movie make sense when they decided like, oh yeah, we will put this movie out. But I don't know what the story is about why it wasn't released initially. But that stuff's always interesting to me because obviously people lost interest in it for a couple of years and then came back and finished it off.
I implore the listeners to watch Clifford. It's a very, very funny film.
There's a big red dog in it. Jack Whitehall is in it.
No. Different film.
Is that man in the Big Red Dog movie? I won't even say his name.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You know
Jack
who it is.
Whitehall.
Yeah, who's that?
He's an Englishman.
I'm gonna Google
He's
it.
gonna-
He's,
The man
he's
he does
handsome.
the travel.
posh.
He does the travel show with his father.
It's called.
Oh fuck! That
called
fucking
Travel
guy.
That
I
guy.
hate him
Yeah.
so much.
That guy.
Man.
I like Jack Whitehall.
I hate
I
him.
would
got
hang out
James-
with Jack Whitehall.
He's got James Corden syndrome.
Yes,
you
he
just
does.
know he's an annoying guy.
Absolutely, he does. Oh, imagine hanging out with those two. Ooh.
See, there's like...
Declan would be in heaven.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I'd
fun to
be
me.
in not heaven.
I think it would
Down
sound
hell.
a little bit
Back on
Downstairs.
like this. Thanks for coming on to my talk show, whoever you are and whoever I am.
James,
I haven't
it's-
decided which one I am yet.
James, it's been lovely. You having? I do know. I don't usually do this when I come on talk shows.
Really?
But I've brought my father. You know the father that I do travels with?
Well, is he in the audience
he
tonight?
comes
Is he in the
everywhere
audience
with me.
tonight?
No, he's backstage. Come on out,
Bring him
father.
out. Bring
How
him
are
out
you?
here. Bring him out.
Hey, it's me, Jack Whitehall's dad.
Oh, Dad,
I'm a
don't.
hard
He's
London
always
Cockney
doing
gangster.
this. He's always doing this, James Corden.
And what was it like growing up?
Carpool karaoke time.
All right, let's sing it. can't stop.
Singing with Adele.
There's two of us. There's two Cordons.
I'm singing with a Dell computer in one hand. All right, we're doing two Cordons versus Jack
Cordons.
Whitehall and his dad
We're
and his
doing-
gangster London dad. I haven't watched the show, but I think it would just be so funny with his kind of like airy poshness and then his dad just being like, let's fucking neck him.
Is that what the dad's like?
He's
I
not-
mean,
he's
is that
not
what's
very
my,
like-
my father. You've got to understand, I can't take him anywhere. I went to the pub, just down in Brixton last night, right? And who's there? Of course it's my father. I'm there trying to have a nice drink with my friends. And my father comes in and he's like, Jack, why don't they serve normal beer here? I'm like, Father, come on.
That's not what it said. I said, that geezer was eyeing me and I'm going to fucking glass
I
him.
will tell the viewers about the 16-year-old girl you molested.
Here,
I'll do it.
Let
She
me.
was only 16 by legal age.
Can I
don't
do my
understand
bit?
what that means.
Can I do my stand-up bit for you about my father? Can
Oh,
I
there's
do,
another
Wait,
Jack in the room.
Can I do my bit about my father? Okay, here's what it is. The premise is that I've reached success in my career, and yet my father is still asking me, when am I going to do something with myself? It's like, Father, I'm up on stage now performing for you. Can't you see that I've made it?
I can't believe you're saying this. Carpool karaoke time again. No.
And my father's like, we used to make fucking shit in this country. Now look at you. What is this? You're getting up there prancing about like a little sissy. Fuck off out of here and get me my Guinness.
You're either gay or you're not, but you're going to have to make a decision,
One
son.
day you're going to have to decide. I didn't say it.
Mitch, I feel like you had a good it's Corden or
Corden.
Corden?
Well, Corden,
You had a good Corden going on before. What does he
James,
sound
I think
like?
it's
can't
James Accordion, and he sounds like this. My name's James.
You've got to start with. I've got to move away the mic. You got to start with. Right.
That was it.
Ariana Grande. Oh, brilliant! It's that same like I don't mind John Oliver, but it's that if it's on like
Steroids.
ecstasy.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you hear about Donald Trump? He's gone and done it again. I mean, with that hair, you'd think to yourself, am I in the White House or am I in the McDonald's restaurant? That's so great.
This is the worst fucking hang in the world. You've got James Corden, you've got John Oliver, and you've got fucking
Jake Whitehall.
Jake Whitehall. is
Jack
it?
Whitehall.
Jack Whitehall.
Whitehall.
And
Can we
Jake
do
Whitehall.
White.
Can we do James Corden doing carpool karaoke with Lizzo, and they get pulled over by the LAPD, and because Lizzo is African American, the cops just start beating them and shooting them.
No, we can't do that, but we can. And then the cop pulls off a mask and get who it's Jake Warthog.
Jake Warthog.
Jake Warthog's father.
James Warthog.
All right, and then the audience goes, ah, oh, Dad, and Jackson's in the back. He's like, Dad, what are you doing here? We're trying to do carpool karaoke. He's always doing this to me. My father travels with him.
Let me drive then. I'll show you how to drive this fucking car. You drive on the left side of the road in America. I don't care what anyone says. He's causing car accidents.
Does anyone want to take a stab at Lizzo?
I think he just goes, no son of mine will ever be caught singing in the fucking car.
Driving on the right hand side of the road. What are you, gay? He hates it. He hates his son. Oh, terrible, man. What about this Mario movie that's coming out in a few?
Chris Pratt is doing the voice of Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Mitch, he sounds a little something like this.
Hello, my name is Mario. It is me. I jump for the mushrooms and the coins.
Is that Christopher Walken? My name's Mario.
It's Mario Herzog.
Yes.
My daddy told me that this was the best way to the Mushroom Kingdom. What? So wait, you said it's coming out when? It's still ages
gonna
away,
come
isn't
out
it?
2024.
It's animated, right? It's not live action.
Yeah. You know, so Chris Pratt's doing Mario and he's doing Garfield. He's
In the same movie.
Yeah, but
Wait, actually in the same movie?
No.
no,
Oh,
no, yeah.
I
It's
wish.
awesome.
Yeah, there was a rumor.
Sounds like not hell.
There was a rumor that Chris Pratt, who is sometimes accused of being
A crisp
like a
rat.
secret very right wing person because he loves the military and he goes to a church, and so people are like, the church is homophobic. He must be like a real filthy Republican. And then the rumor was that because he didn't want to get vaccinated, he was like, I'll just do voices for movies. So he was like, yeah, I'll do Garfield. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if he is not vaccinated, but that was like the assumption that was why he was like, I'll do the voice of anyone. Garfield, Mario, I'll take any movie where I can just do a voice.
Well, how dare he have any of his own personal values? I mean, going to church and believing in the army.
Hey, Morgan, can I ask you a quick trivia question?
The army's make-believe.
Yeah, the army's fake. You shouldn't believe in that. Who is Chris Pratt's new father-in-law? In other words, he's married now to a new woman, not Anna Faris from Scary Movie. He's married to a new woman. Her dad is someone of notoriety.
Yeah. It's not Jack White flags.
And he sounds
a
little like this. I am here, but soon I will be back.
He married Werner Herzog Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's so big.
So you're asking me who is his new father-in-law because he got married and so now he has a new father-in-law.
That's right.
Well, it's a trick question because his sister also got married around the same time and she got married to just a normal bloke, no fame to his name. And his father's name was Michael Smithington, I think. So just a normal guy. But I guess that's not technically his father-in-law. That's more like his sister's father-in-law.
Someone's dad.
I try and have fun on this show. I try and throw out some fun trivia, and you fucking shit on it.
Angelina Jolie Sr.
No. Chris Pratt's father-in-law is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Who's Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter? Arnold Schwarzer smaller?
I think she sounds a little like this.
Daughter.
Daddy.
But do we know her? Is she in famous things or is she just...
No,
she's not an actress.
No.
So what does she do then? Tell me.
Maybe...
what it would be like to be a fly on the wall upon them first meeting. You know what I mean? You'd be like, I can't hear anything over my wings.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Bzz, get me some shit."
That is what you would be like.
Imagine being at the conception of that woman. Wow.
I'm going to get my dick into the chopper. Hurry up.
Like, I'm about to come. He'd be saying that. He'd be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm having sex.
Who will your daddy be? And will it be
This
me?
is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Have you seen the Pumping Iron documentary that kind of was Schwarzenegger when he was a bodybuilder in the 70s?
Familiar.
There's a famous part where he's sitting there and he's like,
He's eating cake.
I find lifting weights and pumping iron better than having sex.
Yes, that sounds about right. I feel like I've seen that clip before.
Famous Arnold Schwarzenegger quote.
You guys really say his last name with the hard
should
I sound.
we be beeping the end of his name?
How do you say it? Schwarzenegger.
Nigger.
Don't just say the
Sorry.
We can edit that bit. It's fun. It's hard because every time
that's unfair.
every time you say his
unfair.
name, you're like you try to just say it real quick.
Let's
and
just say
you're like,
Arnie.
That's why Arnie became popular. But it's a good one in the office. You go, what's that Austrian bodybuilder? He was the mayor of California. The first half of his name is Schwarzer. What's the second half of his name? Just so they say it. And you go, aha! You're fired.
That could be a new bit on James Corden Live.
It's just called getting people to say the N-word.
Yeah. That would be good.
While driving in a car as well,
Yes.
with Lizzo.
Carpool karaoke.
I watched the Emmys the other day.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty fun. Yeah. Watched it from start to finish. It was a shit show.
Wait, it wasn't on the other day. It was on a while ago, right? And you've just gone back
I
and
already
watched
knew.
it.
I knew what had happened, and then I just watched the whole thing. And then I watched the Brit Awards, and it was hosted by Jack Whitehall.
Was it?
It was.
I can't believe... I can't remember what his voice
I
was.
can't believe I'm standing here in front of all you lovely people hosting the Brit Awards.
Hey, Jack, it's me, your father.
Oh no,
Not you,
my
Daddy.
daddy.
I'm here to stab these British celebrities.
Why can't it just be the awards? Why's it got to be British all the time?
Daddy, I can't open the envelope. Oh no, I've cut my little fingy.
You're such a bloody pussy. Give me that envy. I call it envy where I come from.
Is he Australian? He sounds a
He's
lot more
Australian.
You bloody pansy.
Emmys with My Father, the new series coming to HBO Max.
Emmy's with me, Dad.
Guess what movie I saw recently?
Go ahead.
I went to the cinemas and I saw Avatar. James Cameron's Avatar. I'm talking Pandora. I'm talking Jake Sully.
Oh, the original.
I'm talking the original, but it was
Original
remastered. They added a few scenes that had high frame rate, and they added one small scene where at the end of the movie, when the avatars win the fight, and by the avatars I mean the Na'vi, they're like basically kicking all the humans off their planet because they won the war. And they added this one scene where Giovanni Ribisi's character, who's the evil man, the corporate man.
He's trying to get unobtainium.
Yeah, he looks at Netiri.
Unobtainium.
I know.
Yes. It's good.
So fucking
It's
dumb.
good.
Fucking stupid.
He's walking off the planet and he looks at Netiri and he just goes, you know, this isn't over between us humans and you aliens. This is not over. And then he walks onto the spaceship.
Oh.
And that was new. That was not in the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wild.
And I think it was just them trying to be like, we're going to do a sequel in 3 months.
Yeah.
But
Is it actually got a release date?
yeah, it comes out in December.
Cool.
When
The
my
Way of
father
Water.
and I went to see Godzilla, and this is real, I'm just doing the voice now for fun, but when my father and I went to see Godzilla in 1999, when it was in theaters, there was a shot at the end.
Yeah,
after
I know
they've
what you're talking about.
They've destroyed all the Godzilla-ites, and there's just an egg, and it's bathed in this green light, and it's like, the end, question mark?
Dude, this
And I
drove
was so
me
pumped.
crazy.
I was so like, this was one of the best movie going experiences as a kid for me. And I was just like, oh my God, can we go see the new one when it comes out, Dad? He's like, oh, I don't know if they're going to have another one, son.
Your
He's
dad's
right.
Your dad's reading like the box office in the newspaper in the cinema. He's like, I don't think this movie's got legs, mate. But yeah,
Dad always sitting down with his weekly variety.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
going through every page.
this one's a bomb. They say. That drove me
no,
He
crazy.
would just
Stormy,
read it
but
every
they're not
week.
into
He's like,
this
there's no faulty towers in here. Every single month.
As an 8-year-old, yeah, you have no understanding of the business of cinema, and so you're like, but it said and clearly hinted that there's going to be a sequel, so now I'm expecting a sequel.
So I remember seeing that film with our cousin, Morgan, and maybe you had already seen it with our father. But when we saw it with my cousin, I just remember like a good 20 minutes into the film, he was like slouched down in his chair to the point where like, you know what, like you ever slouch down so much that your head is on the very
Yes.
bottom of, so he's like just like fiddling with like his fingers and like lying on the chair in weird angles and clearly not watching the film at all. It was weird.
Did he have some sort of attention deficit disorder?
No, I think he just hated the film.
Yeah, he was pretty into Counter-Strike.
Yeah, there was no
maybe
Counter-Strike.
Maybe that came later. Cool
Oh,
guy.
speaking
Yeah,
of
just turning and
Godzilla,
doing, what the fuck are you doing?
that Godzilla was a Roland Emmerich movie, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I just watched his newest
Who's that?
movie. He did Independence Day. He did 2012 with John Cusack. He just loves like world-ending, exploding
Right.
movies.
The day before the world. No. What
Tomorrow
the fuck? Day
when the
after
world
tomorrow.
began.
So day after tomorrow.
Tsunami.
No, day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow never
Is that
dies.
the Keanu Reeves one?
No, it's Jake Gyllenhaal and Dennis
Twister.
Quaid.
Oh,
Okay.
007. Tomorrow never tells.
What?
But anyway, he has a new movie that came out a couple of years ago called Moonfall. And the plot, from what I understood, was that the moon is falling into Earth.
That's sick.
What a sight.
And I thought it was one of those ones where like humans would have to blow up the moon. The main character is Patrick Wilson, and he's playing like a NASA space astronaut. But very early on in the movie, he's doing like a spacewalk.
What was that, Declan?
What the fuck?
What was
And that
that?
sound happens.
That's
Actually, it
fucked.
basically is
What
that.
was that?
But anyway, so this movie, basically this silvery metal spiky thing flies past him while he's spacewalking, kills one of his crew members, and then jams into the moon. And then he goes home and he's like, something happened out there. And all of NASA and everyone's like, no, you're responsible for the death. And he kind of gets shamed and kicked out and becomes like an alcoholic and stuff. But he saw like an alien creature thing fly, and then it's inside the moon, and when it lands, it changes the moon's trajectory. And the thing about the movie is it's got the guy from Game of Thrones, who's like
Tyrion.
Sully, is it what's
Sam Tully.
Sam Tully. Is that the guy's name? Yeah, it's Sam Tully. And he's playing like a conspiracy theorist, like nerdy guy,
that guy,
who's always like studying the moon, but also thinks the government is hiding everything. He breaks into like government facilities just to like post on forums, and he just works fast food. But he's like, I think the moon is off its orbit. And he finds Patrick Wilson, and then it turns out the moon is off its orbit, and the moon's gonna crash into Earth. So they end up finding a way to... It's so stupid. They go into space, they crash land into the moon, and inside the moon now is like this alien species and all this stuff. So it's not just a cool movie about the moon crashing, it's all aliens and...
Moonfall. And tell me this, 2 questions about Sam Tully. Is he wearing glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
He's wearing black, thick-rimmed glasses.
Excellent, that's what I thought. And he's not well shaved, he's just letting it all hang out.
I think that's his brand.
That's his thing.
Yeah, he's got...
Who the fuck is this
This
guy?
guy, yeah,
I'm going to say he's got like a similarly
Hate him almost as
shitty
much as I
patchy
hate-
beard.
Okay, and then the third
into
question,
it.
does he at any point spill like a drink on his trousers and stand up and be like, oh God, and then at that moment realize something on the screen important is happening?
I almost am sure that something identical to that happens
Does it?
in the movie.
Because
It's that
I
kind of
feel
movie.
like that would happen.
Like he's at home eating Cheetos or whatever, and he's reading through all these papers.
Yeah, and it all falls over him, but then something alarming happens that brings his
Yeah.
attention back to the macro.
And he goes to the Griffith Observatory, which I just visited in Los Angeles, and he runs in.
Now, is that in Perth?
No, it's in Los Angeles.
In Perth.
He pretends to be Patrick Wilson and telling all these kids, like, the moon's not even real, the whole thing's fake. And they're just like 6-year-olds who are like, are you an astronaut?
Something similar to this had just happened in the real world, which I tend to separate fact and fiction. That's why I don't really watch films. I sort of read the papers. Variety, for example. The Canberra Times.
You don't watch films, you just read about the box office religiously.
Well, because the box office is real and the films are not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But
Wow.
no, the NASA just flew a thing into an asteroid. Like, was that today?
Yesterday?
Yesterday?
Oh, wait, I
It
mean,
was-
by the time you're hearing this podcast 6 weeks ago.
Don't speak like that, Father.
Don't speak like
Don't
that, Father.
speak.
What has this
Father,
got to
I've
do-
been meaning to talk to you about when I was really young and you came into my room later tonight and I wasn't wearing my Jimmy Jams like I usually do. And Father, I know we have this television program together and I know, we've made a lot of money off it and it's really boosted my career. But,
Where are you going with this, son?
well, just the thing that you did to me that night when you went in my room, I don't think it was legal.
Do you remember what I said? 2 things. 1, never talk about this again.
Well,
And
that's-
2,
Again-
almost everyone gets molested at some point.
I've been
Jesus
reading a lot in
Christ.
Variety lately. There are a lot of people. Have you heard of the Me As Well or Also Me movement? It's about little boys or girls who have been touched in the wrong way without their consent. And I just thought, Father, maybe we could do an episode about it. Maybe that's a show. Father, we could make more money. What do you think? Father, hello.
Get
And then
me,
it turns
dude.
out that Jake is actually just like psychotic and he doesn't have a father.
Can I play myself in the flashbacks? Oh. Can
Yes.
Tyrion Lannister play you? Oh,
Father?
blimey. Oh. Love that.
Are they
I love
going
that.
for a bit of a Tiffany Haddish situation?
So who is Tiffany Haddish? And because I just heard about this, she had a sketch, and on the sketch, she hurt someone.
Now,
I gotta
we've made
Google her now.
sketches.
God damn it.
The people on this podcast have made sketches. But what we didn't do was traumatize little children, lie to their parents, and make them do sexually suggestive sketches with no shirts on in our sketch.
What?
I don't know who that is either.
You guys talking about Alec
She was in
Baldwin?
that, we're talking about Alec.
Did you guys hear about this?
Put your hands
Alec
up.
Baldwin's father accidentally shot someone on set.
Put your hands up.
It weren't no fucking accident.
come, everyone has the same father.
ABC. Always be not being shot by me on set.
Always be shooting.
Rest his soul.
Always
God
be
rest it.
shooting.
It's called Rust His Soul. The movie's called
his
Rust.
soul.
What has this got to do with our cousin? Well, let's bring it back around.
Well, his name is Cameron, not unlike James Cameron.
He was funny.
And so I think you can...
I think you can dance. And I think he used to do this thing all the time when he was playing video games. And this would date back to when we were playing Sonic. And then he got from Sonic, he moved on to Counter-Strike, and then from there on to Unreal Tournament, and then on to Call of Duty. But he would play so much.
he'd get into it.
Into
He'd get into
his
it.
But he wouldn't explode. He wouldn't be like one of those kids that would get up and like throw shit around. He would just internalize it, and you could, and it would manifest itself
I just spat everywhere, sorry.
his ears would start going really red. And so, like,
He'd be sitting there with his controller, and then for the video viewers, I'll see this. He'd just be, he'd lick his hand
Like to cool down?
He'd,
No
he'd
way.
lick his hand and
That's
then rub his
crazy.
ear to cool it down because he gets so hot and bothered by
Yeah.
trying to land the perfect Sonic jump.
and it wasn't even a subconscious thing. It was.
No, it was active.
It was an active thing.
His mum
that-
would come in and say,
Yeah.
Cameron, stop doing that. Stop licking your ears. And he just wouldn't. Or I remember he'd be crouched over his Game Boy playing Pokemon trying to catch a Gengar or whatever.
But it was because
That's insane.
He was trying to
cooling
control the heat.
himself
He was
down
cooling
because he's
himself.
like, my ears are too hot.
Yeah,
I'm
and,
licking.
and if his mum came in and saw that his ears were too red, then it was time to stop. that's literally what it was.
He's the smartest man in the world. He knows.
That's like the way a dog would regulate its temperature or something.
It was awesome, man. He was my hero.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
That's awesome.
What about your cousins?
Yeah, what do they
ever
like?
lick each other's ears? Or?
No. It was more like a rage situation. Like, you're playing like Dragon Ball Budokai, and then it's just like someone throws a controller at someone's head, and then it's just like jumping over couches, being like, it's just like numb. It's just like, ah! I remember like distinctly someone losing against like Super Boo in the game and just like biting down on a controller immediately. Just like canines in. Like it didn't break the controller. It was always dented from that point on, but I was like,
So when people are playing, they're like, I don't want the controller with the bite marks. That one's yours.
I do remember like playing some video games and getting like, quite pissed off or quite annoyed, but I don't feel like it happened that often. Do you remember?
I used to get so angry playing video games.
Yeah. I
I would get
definitely
so-
did.
and even recently I played Hollow Knight, which is a pretty old game at this point, but just like not paying attention and you're exploring and you're collecting a lot of money and you die, but then you have a chance to go and get your ghost. And if you get your ghost, you get all your money back. And I'd forgotten that I'd already died once. And then I died again and I lost all my money. And I was just walking around the house just swearing at the top of my lungs. Not in my life, not in my real life do I ever get that emotionally invested in anything.
It's
and
a-
like mum used to say like, it's just a game.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it is just a game, but it's the most important thing in the world right now. It's what I'm doing 100% right
Mums just don't understand.
they don't get it.
I
Called
remember
Travels with my father.
if I would
not
play
Travels
FIFA with my
mother.
brother and someone would get like a last minute goal or something, we'd be going at each other. That never got bad, but I definitely, if you hear me playing Call of Duty with headphones on, I'm not even playing with anyone I know, but I'm still on the mic. I'll just constantly be swearing, but like at myself. Like if I die, oh fuck off! Oh, that sucks. And then Alex would be like, "What are you doing? Don't talk to me! Don't! You're making it worse."
Well, it's like it's akin to the feeling of like working on a document or something on your computer and then it like crashing and then you open it up again and it's fucking gone. And you're like, but I fucking saved. I fucking saved. Oh my god, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Or like you put something in the rubbish bin and then you're like, all right, cool, got to free up some space. It's fine. Right click, empty trash can or whatever. And then you're like, all right, now where's that thing that I need? Oh, I fucking. There's got to be. Why isn't there a second trash can in the trash can that you can go back? Oh,
Yeah.
The funniest is when it's a game, like a simulation type game, like Roller Coaster Tycoon or The Sims, where the stakes they're still
There's
they're
no
still
stakes.
high,
Yeah.
but the pace of the game is really slow. So you're not reacting to things like, oh, I dodged him, or like I jumped over him. What the fuck? It's more just like, well, I didn't mean to buy that $40,000 roller coaster. What? Now I've got to delete it. I only get 30,000 back. What the fuck?
You know?
simple mistake to make in the real world of roller coaster tycooning as well.
I was playing one of those simulation games. It was like SimCity, but the different brand. You know the one?
City Skyline.
City Skyline, that was it. And that's a different one because by the time your town is shit and like nothing's working, you've been playing for hours and hours and you're like, oh, I should have made a better neighborhood at the start of this game and now the town's just covered in shit and trash.
I fell into SimCity 2000 again probably like 5 years ago. Every now and then I'll pull it up and play it, and I got this town pumping, you know, like it took me a few goes, and then eventually I like found the exact sweet spot of how to do it, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then just one day, fucking earthquake, the entire fucking town caught on fire, and I was like, I spent so long on it, and all I could do was, you know, it was an emulator, so like I could cheat and go back to like 20 minutes before then, but it was still like, it was enough to be like, all right, cool, and I just put the game down.
That's the difference though. That's not you being like, fuck, this sucks. It's like this heartbreaking of like, well, the game's over for me now, and I'm just putting it down.
But it was a fucking earthquake. You can't put more fire stations. I'd have to have had so many fucking fire stations that like it'd just be the stupidest looking red and blue city in the whole world just to plan ahead for this. And then I think aliens came as well shortly after. My airport got fucked up. Fucking hell.
Do you think like the real Los Angeles mayor would have the same thing when they have a catastrophic earthquake? Where it's like, I had this city fucking running so good. This sucks, dude.
Like
Everyone's
control
dead.
save and walk out of the mayor office or whatever.
I should have put in more fire stations.
Yes, I do.
I had an experience as a kid where I had the Pokemon trading card game on Game Boy.
Is this anything like Jake Whitehall's experience when he was a kid?
It involves a kid called Jake who lived across the road from me, actually. I didn't get molested by his father, but almost just as bad.
Molestations with my father.
So what happened was the trading card game was literally a game where your character would go around and you would collect Pokemon cards in the game. And then you would do the Pokemon card battle, so it was, that's how I learned how to play the actual Pokemon card battle.
What was the game?
It was called the Pokemon Trading Card Game. And so it was
what platform?
on Game Boy.
Yeah, all right.
And it rocked, and I played it for ages, and I had I completed it. I had one card left. And then I lent it to Jake. He was like, "Can I have a go of it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He turns it on. He just immediately goes, "New game," and Game Boys didn't have like if you click new game, you just had saved over the whole thing, and then he just like started it, like he started putting like a character name in or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" No, you just like meant to click continue, and he's like, "Oh," and then my game was gone, and that was the same thing. I ripped the cartridge out, put it in the bottom drawer of this desk, closed it, never played it again. It was dead to me.
It's over. Well, I feel like I used to be pretty bad. Like I remember once I had a girlfriend.
Bad boy video games.
Well, this is what I do. I had a girlfriend who was like really good at playing like Mario Kart, and I remember just like she beat me in a race, and without thinking, I just hit reset, and I just like my body froze.
Oh
and
my
left
God.
my body, and she's like, I look at her, and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, I don't know what just happened. I was like, I don't know how I can make this up. But yeah, like
That's
to this
abuse. That's definitely an
That's
abusive
worse than
move,
a
man.
Jake
That's-
Whitehall
You should have just hit her to win the game.
well, to this day, I'm still like I'm way too invested in the dumber games like Mario, the new Mario Golf. Like I'll just walk around shouting like, "It was meant to go in!" Like and I'll just like reset an 18 hole thing where I'm like, no, it's got to be perfect, and it doesn't go towards anything. It's just me sitting playing golf.
I got pretty into Tetris for a while there with Tetris Effect, and
Yeah,
you do like one of the levels was so fast, and it's a 20-minute. You need to make it to. It's not a time limit. You have to get a certain amount of points, and I've come so close so many times. And then you just put one block in the wrong place, and you're like, you could potentially turn it around. I'm like, no, restart.
Yeah.
Back 15 minutes backwards, and do it again.
I was playing Hitman 2 the other day for the first time.
Catman 2.
And as you would expect, it's about being a hitman. So there's a lot of, being heisty, going around and being quiet and sneaking up on people and killing them one by one. But I didn't want to play a game that involved a lot of like thinking and reacting. I wanted to play something relaxing, but I wanted to play something with a bit of a story. So I started this game. It's like the first level. It's sort of a tutorial. But I also just wanted to listen to Cumtown or, just a podcast and just
Truly Rotten Potatoes.
Yeah, Truly
like
Rotten
that.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And just be like stoned and just play this thing.
Whoa. What do you mean by stoned?
Like I have this.
I don't know what that is.
I have this system in my house. It's sort of like a shower above my seat in my gaming room, and it just
have
slowly
a gaming
drops
room?
drops pebbles on me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just nice and relaxing.
Getting
Yeah.
rocked out. Yeah.
like almost raining down. Just
It's like a stone
Yeah,
massage.
I can see that, like warm stone.
Yeah. So I have this gaming helmet.
Remember,
like a stack
shut
hat.
up for a second.
Yeah.
I remember when I went and got a massage once, and the woman put like 2 large warm stones on my back, and then proceeded to explain to me what they were doing. She's like, "Can you feel how they're doing this?" I'm like, "No, it feels like you put a warm, heavy thing on my back." He's like, "Yeah, but can you feel how it's healing that muscle?" No, I can't. Can you go back to the part where you like apply pressure to my sore muscles instead of just leaving that warm rock? Doesn't that feel nice?
What
no.
game is that? That sounds like a
That's
good game.
called Massage
Massage-
Factory. It's a
Massage-
sim game.
Massage VR.
Sorry, Morgan,
Massage
you were saying.
It's not a good story, but you know, I ended up spending an hour just replaying the same scenario over and over again, where I would like get up from the last part, there'd be a guy behind the door, I knew he was there, and I'd go over there and I'd cut him up with my slicer, and then there'd be somebody else right around. They all have guns, there's like
Yeah.
7 of them. As soon as you kill one of them, all of them are on top of you. And I just kept doing this over and over and over again, not changing my game plan at all, just listening to the podcast, like leaning back in my chair, just enjoying it, like really just relaxing, but not playing this game in the way that it was meant to be played. I'm never going to play this game again, but I got a really good hour of me just
wanna be
dying
alive.
over and over again. It's like the exact opposite of how I would have played the game 10 years ago, where it would have been like, how do I get past this bit? Like, nah, I don't care anymore. This is the way to play.
And
Guys,
this
I
has been
played
video
Hitman
game
3,
chat.
and it was like that. And I hadn't played any of the games, and I'm just learning how. And I did this long first level where you have to steal an outfit from this guy, hide through here, duck through, dodge this person as they come, then you
Yeah.
go in. And it just took so long, and then I finally did it, and it took hours. And then it was like, okay, now do the level in a different way, because we want to show that this game is like you actually have freedom to do different methods. And I was like, it took me so long to do that. I haven't played it since.
Yeah, a lot of the time I play video games like, this is just work.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
just, I could just do work. I'm not getting paid for this.
I just
like-
I'm
played.
side hustling right now.
I like this game called You Suck at Parking because it's really, really simple, and it's just like a top-down view of a car, and you only have 2 controls: is accelerate, like feather accelerate or like hardcore accelerate, and left and right. And you top-down car, and there's a parking spot, and it's almost like mini golf. You have to accelerate, but you're not allowed to let the car stop, and you have to not fall off the edge of the road and stuff, and you just guide the car into the car park, and then make sure that you stop it when it's in the car park, because if you go too far and stop, you have to start again. And it's very, very fun, and you can play it online, and they've got like all these different car parks across this map, and there's like 4 other people on the map trying to tick off every single car park. I give it a 10 out of 10.
What massage parlor is that?
That is at Endota Spa.
I've been playing this game called Try Not to Piss Yourself on a Podcast.
You failed it twice today.
No, I mean I get a restart, but unfortunately it's a 3 life system. I mean you only get a couple of trickles.
Oh, speaking of restarting, this just reminded me of another thing that kid Jake did to me. When we were
Whitehall?
like 8. No, this guy across the road.
Is this a 100-meter sprint story?
No, we were at his house and we were playing South Park Racing, South Park
I
Team
remember
Racing
that.
on Nintendo, and I was like, it was his house. He was like 2 years younger than me, and I was winning.
Who
and
were you, Cart Man?
I don't. Yeah, let's say yes for the
That's the
purposes of the
fastest
story.
one, yeah.
And I was just about to, like, it was like 3rd lap or whatever. I'm about to hit the thing and win the race, and he either he went hit pause for a second, and I was like, oh, what's wrong? And he's like, now click down from continue down to restart, and now click the A button. And I was
you
like,
did it.
No, I was like, why would I do that? Like, I'm about to win, and then we'll play another round anyway. And he was like, no, you have to do it. And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, I'll get my dad. And I was like, okay. And he's like, Dad. And his dad came in, and he was like, Declan's not like letting me win, or like Declan's beating me, or whatever.
Smoking.
And his dad actually was like, okay, yeah, let him win. And what the fuck? Yeah. Or you can leave.
What the fuck?
And I left. I actually was like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, this is bullshit.
It's the end of that friendship.
Why would you stay for that?
Oh my God.
I got a call from my friend Burjo when I was about 8 years old. And I guess it was like one of those things where your parents are trying to help you socialize and use the phone and like call each other and stuff. because he could have just talked to me about this at school, right? I got a phone call. Hey, Burjo's on the phone. Oh, okay. Hey, Burjo, what's going on? Yeah, I was just wanted to know if you wanted to come over this weekend and play Star Wars Pod Racer. Like, I'm sorry, what are you saying? You could just come over on the weekend and play Star Wars Pod Racer. Like, I could not understand, and it just turned into the most awkward conversation I've ever had with anyone. Just over and over again. I can't hear what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Can we talk about this tomorrow at school? And
Is
then,
your phone broken? And then you hear his mum being like, "Speak up, son."
I could hear her in the background like, just tell him at school, it's fine. No, I've come so far. But like, eventually the next day I was like, so what were we talking about yesterday? He's like, oh yeah, did you want to come over on the weekend and play Star Wars Pod Racer with me? That's all he was asking. He just wanted to know if I was playing that. But
I am going to piss my pants.
Okay,
I swear
all
to
right,
God.
so that's fine. You keep talking about it, but you haven't fucking done it yet.
I mean, it's a
delivers.
story, right?
He never delivers.
How long have we been recording this podcast, and is it over now?
Oh, yeah.
And is it over now?
We should let Mitch take a pee break.
Yeah. Are we?
We keep going, or
We're
do we
still going.
wait for him to come back, or stop for a minute?
We can tell
My
all
house
of
might
our
be locked.
favourite Mitch stories. While he's
Do you
gone.
remember when Mitch used to bite down on his controller?
I don't know what the rules are, but
I do. I remember he used to bite down on a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
that's why we had to move into a studio.
That's why we had to move into the garage. Okay, now that the boys are gone,
Finally,
we can talk
some-
seriously about the new podcast that we're
Yes.
starting.
Morgan and Hayden present The World. Each episode is purely about the world. Which country will we talk about on the first week? Well, Morgan, take it away. What have we got planned for the listeners tomorrow?
Well, this first episode is going to be
Daily episodes. Morgan, go ahead.
This first episode is going to be all in English. We tried learning other languages, but we just couldn't get it there in time.
We tried. Konnichiwa. Bonjour.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
But
We couldn't crack the code.
alas,
And that's why you're going to love Hayden. Morgan, crack the code. National Lampoon.
it's going to be called On Guard 2.
On Guard 2. Travels around the world with my brother. With Jack White.
with Jack White.
The White Stripes.
And I'm even
Hey,
louder.
Morgan, can I
quick,
ask you?
Declan's back. Don't talk about our podcast about national capital
About
motors,
national
the
treasures.
competitors.
No,
national
go on,
I
mate.
want to
You-
ask you,
you had a question
This
for
one's
me.
For you.
Go on.
What do you think is the problem with kids today?
Kids today have got, and I'll
These kids,
say it.
get caught in a struggle and nobody knows.
Declan, I'll answer your question in two parts. Second part first. They've got no respect for themselves. Okay, they go around wearing these tracky DACs and they try to listen to this music at high volumes. And I honestly think to myself, you're going to give yourself conjunctivitis.
You're going to have back problems when you are older. They also wear what can only be described as a bottom bag. I mean, honest to goodness, a bottom bag.
That's preferably on your bottom
A bottom bag.
and strapped across your shoulders down to your waist.
I can't understand it. Why
Come
it's
on.
not called a shoulder bag. It's called a bottom bag.
I mean, you don't kick a tennis ball around on a soccer field, do you?
And you don't kick a tennis ball around and call it cricket. You just don't do that. It's not
It's just
cricket.
not cricket.
It's just not cricket. So I do think that that's the problem with kids these days, is they've got no respect for themselves and that they wear bottom bags.
Too tolerant as well, you know. I'm very, very accepting of people speaking in foreign languages, which is not really the way I was raised.
And I think they're slowing down despite the increase in caffeine. They're drinking more caffeine and yet they're getting slower. Their limbs are stretched out. They're getting ghostly. Sometimes you see them on farms, and that's not something I want to be approving of for them in
And
this
Hayden,
day and age.
I've got one for you.
Oh, my turn.
If you were going to do, let's say I'll give you 45 seconds on the clock to answer this.
Okay.
And I'm going to put some inspirational music underneath it and cut it into a TikTok clip. So here's my question.
Oh, cool.
What would you say to the kids today that have depression?
Listen, just cheer up, kids. There's plenty more out there to do. There's plenty more out there to see. Take it from me. I've been around a few blocks. I've had hectares and hectares of life. And you've got hectares and hectares ahead of you. Kids, today in the age of TikToks and Instagrams and social media, it's very easy. It's very easy to see what other people are doing and wonder why you're not doing the same. Compare yourself against others. No, I say compare yourself against previous people from a different time and space. If I can imbue one thing on you today, the kids of today, the kids of tomorrow, the kids of yesterday, it's that I want you to live a life that is full, that is fruitful, and that is empty. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really have to look forward to. And I'm Hayden Quinn.
And I'll summarize that by saying that Albert Einstein used to spend 3 or 4 hours staring directly at the sun. And you wonder why he was so clever. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that the kids today do wonder why he was. I think that's a big problem. I think that's part of the reason they're so depressed.
I don't think kids know who he was. I don't think they understand the theory of relativity and what that brought to the table in terms of pop culture value and how we can use that to really improve
and that's just
culture.
It is a theory of relativity, you know.
It's just a theory.
You could say
it's just a theory.
You could say that to a child of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, and they would go, boom. They'd pull this blanket. Boom.
Exactly.
You get this blanket. Boom. You know what I mean? It's just sort of like boom.
Diets filled with corn, nicotine, sticks, you know, all these kind of things. Overly caffeinated. I know I haven't said it before, but they're getting faster, and you see them on farms sometime.
Too many children out in the farm. So that's and Morgan, thank you for backing me up on that. We want to see less kids on the farms and more kids on the production line.
All right, Mitch, I want to hear from you. I want you to tell the people at home, what should they be doing with their time?
I don't know. There's a lot of it. You could go bowling. You could go skiing. You could go to the bank. You could go to your dad's house. You could go to your mum's house, but it's pretty far from dad's house. You could go to the shops. You could buy some chips. You could get a boat. You could take out some friends. You could make them cry. You could show them who you really are. You could show them the end of the world. Show them the edge of...
Kill them.
Yeah.
Declan. Declan.
Turning the table on Declan Shrung.
Declan, favorite Pokemon?
Just, we're talking starter, or are we
just
talking...
Just a one-word answer is fine, Declan.
Declan, original 150 Pokemon, favorite?
Gonna go with Kangaskhan.
Wrong. Come on.
Wrong. Again.
Chunky.
Once again, incorrect. Thank you so much. This has been the Truly Rotten Potatoes podcast, the fastest podcast in Australia.